The conflict between the United States of America and Iran has a long and complicated history rooted in political mistrust, nuclear tensions, and regional power struggles. Over the decades, both nations have accused each other of threatening global security. These tensions intensified again when Donald Trump returned to a strong leadership role and adopted a tough stance against Iran's nuclear ambitions and regional influence. After returning to power, Trump revived his maximum pressure policy, placing strict economic sanctions on Iran. These sanctions targeted oil exports, banking systems, and international trade, putting heavy pressure on Iran's economy. The U.S. government claimed these measures were necessary to stop Iran from developing nuclear weapons, while Iran argued that the sanctions were unfair and aimed at weakening the country politically and socially. As diplomatic efforts slowed, military tensions began to rise. The United States increased its military presence in the Middle East, sending warships, fighter jets, and troops to strategic locations. Iran responded by strengthening its missile program and conducting military exercises. Both sides issued strong warnings, creating fear among people around the world that a direct war could break out at any moment. At the same time, secret and indirect talks continued through mediators in countries like Oman and Switzerland. The U.S. demanded strict limits on uranium enrichment and full international inspections. Iran insisted that its nuclear program was for peaceful purposes and refused to give up what it considered its sovereign rights. These negotiations moved slowly, with frequent breakdowns and renewed tensions. The conflict also affected other countries in the region. Israel supported strong action against Iran, while many Arab nations feared instability and economic damage. European countries called for peaceful dialogue and tried to revive nuclear agreements. Rising oil prices, refugee concerns, and security threats showed how deeply the USA-Iran conflict impacted the global community. Today, the rivalry between the United States and Iran remains unresolved. Although both sides speak about peace and diplomacy, distrust continues to dominate their relationship. The future of this conflict depends on leadership decisions, international cooperation, and the willingness of both nations to choose dialogue over confrontation. Until then, the world watches closely, hoping that words will replace weapons and peace will overcome politics.